to Cooking with Surfer, edition 7. We had sort of a debate whether this is going to be an edition 6 or an edition 7, but you know, we decided edition 6 was still going to be the true edition 6, and this is going to be the edition 7. So today we're cooking we got a frozen pork tenderloin. And when it's nice and sealed in there, it only looks like one. But when I open that up, it's going to be 2 of them. I imagine. I'm almost certain of that. And then we got some sweet potatoes. So, and you know, I'm not just 100% on the sweet potatoes, whether I'm going to cut them into little pieces or I'm going to cheese grate them. What does the chat think? Should I cook the sweet potatoes? Should I cheese grate them? Or should I, here, press 1 if I should cheese grate them, and press 2 if I should just cut them up like regular.
Yeah. They're saying they aren't sweet potatoes and they're yams. We're getting a 1.
Yams. Well, you're right. You know, they are actually yams. They're not actually sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes aren't orange.
Oh. Amazing.
But they're called sweet potatoes on there.
It's incredible.
But chat's right about that.
Moist Wang has hit the 1. We have a 2 from a Japanese person.
Okay, well, we're probably not going to go with the 2 then. We're probably going to cheese grate the sweet potatoes. So, we're going to cheese grate the sweet potatoes. And then, we're going to make these sidekicks, creamy chicken fusilli. And we're going to put, similar to how we put the tuna in the bacon carbonaras, we're going to cut up this orange pepper and put it in the creamy chicken fusilli. Because I think the colors look well together. The orange contrasts nice with the color of the creamy chicken fusilli. So, to start, now, we better start by cheese grating those sweet potatoes. But you know, first, I'm just gonna prepare the pork tenderloin. So you're gonna want to get one of these.
Oh boy!
It's a dish. To be honest, I don't know what to call it other than a dish. It's a Pyrex dish and it's see-through. It's important that it's see-through for when you're cooking the pork tenderloin in the stove on bake. It cooks it better for whatever reason.
You know, chat's pretty dead here, but they're saying, you know, Surfer, you look sharp with the new hairdo.
Yeah, I just got into the shower. You know, it's not really a new hairdo, but I got into the shower and I just brushed her over a little bit. You know,
people are fucking excited that your fly is done up properly today, and you know.
It's not even a fly, it's a button.
You see that, guys? It's just a button.
It's just a button today. I just did it up. Like 10 minutes ago I did. No, I didn't even do it up. It was already done up.
Sargoy says it's pretty sexy. You know, Sargoy is always here for every live stream, no matter what hour of the day it is. You know, like, I gotta believe that Sargoy is actually a NEET who lives in his mom's basement. Like, he's ready for the 4 in the morning cooking stream or whatever. He's ready for an afternoon stream. It doesn't matter, morning, afternoon, or night. Sargoy never sleeps. We got the Gunt report here. So I'm guessing the Gunt report is streaming it on the Gunt stream.
You know,
I'm going to go confirm that.
So I'm going to use these scissors here to cut open the pork. You know, and you got to be careful because it's sealed tight. Here you can check. Is it streaming on there?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
I'll have a quick look at their chat there.
You can check. You see, you got to be careful when you're cutting open the pork when it's sealed like this, because there's lots of blood in there and the blood will spill out all over the place. So you want to sort of contain it in your dish.
Coach Red Pill is here. Tell him what's on the menu this morning.
And you want to make sure you get all the flavor in the dish. So today, Coach, once again, we got our frozen pork tenderloin, which it looks like there's just one in there, but it's actually 2. I believe. I'm pretty certain of that, at least. And then chat decided we were going to cheese grate some sweet potatoes. I was sort of undecided whether we were going to cheese grate them or whether we were going to cut them up. But we've decided we're going to cheese grate them. And then we got our our creamy chicken fusilli that we're going to cook with this pepper. I'm going to cut up this pepper and I'm going to put it in the creamy chicken fusilli. And we must have known Coach was coming because I turned the water on. You know, we're just going to leave the water running.
Coach says the sweet potato is yum, and he says it's nice what you're cooking. Nice. You know, so here we go.
So you want to be careful when you cut open the pork because it's going to spill the blood everywhere, and you want to contain all that nice flavor in your dish. So,
Name is going to feed Sargoy a nice kosher meal.
So you just do a nice little snip on top there, and you can do a snip.
Oh wow!
On the bottom.
This is just a tremendous addition of Cooking with Surfer, I'll tell you.
Now with the scissors, you want to get them in the sink. You're going to want to rinse off those scissors before you go cutting up anything else because they got blood all over them now. And when you're snipping the top of the milk bag off, you don't want to get pork blood in your milk. You know, that's not very kosher. Not very kosher at all. So, we're going to...
Somebody's pointed out that the time isn't correct on the stove.
No, it's the power went out a while ago and I never fixed it.
So that's real slatternly.
Yeah, well you just
want... As Coach would say.
Yeah, you just want to slide your pork out there, just nice and slick, and you can just rub some of that blood out onto it. It gives it some good flavor.
They're saying you should become a rabbi because your snipping skills are quite impressive.
Yeah, well, you know, if there is Jew in my family, it comes from the name Finkelstein. And if you look up Rabbi Finkelstein, there's a Rabbi Mordecai Finkelstein. You know, so if there is a little bit of Jew in me, it comes from some sort of priest Jew. So maybe I could be a good rabbi, you know. Now, with the pork, I like to just sort of put her into 2 L's like that. Just separate the 2 pieces. Should have turned off the stove. You know, and I also, actually, on the note of the rabbi, I also think that there's a rabbi with my exact name.
Really?
Yeah, my first and my last name, there's a rabbi.
That's some incredible stuff there. Yeah. It's the British election today there. Who's going to win there, Surfer? Is it going to be Boris or Corbyn?
Oh, I didn't even know that was happening today, to be honest. I'm hoping Boris pulls through.
It's happening today, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The polls will close.
You know, there's something I sort of like about Boris, you know. He's got a good character, it seems. So, I don't know. That's really all the take I have on it. I'm hoping Boris pulls through for a win.
Kraut has told me that Corbyn is going to win. Kraut with his hot take. Now, you know, Corbyn is...
Do you think the Jews are going to let Corbyn win?
Well, apparently, 50% of Jews are going to leave the UK if Corbyn wins. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not. People are saying it's very aesthetic that the surfer is wearing a surfer t-shirt.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking that when I got out of the shower. I knew I was going to show you guys how to cook. So I figured I'd put on the trademark surfer t-shirt.
Amazing.
I've had for probably since I can remember. So now we're going to season the pork a little bit. And we're going to end up putting lots of brown sugar on it. And that's why I'm saying it's candied. I don't really know what it means to candy the pork. But this is what I think it means to candy the pork. And I'll show you.
Wow, you're really a gastronomical expert.
So first you want to take the Lottery seasoned salt. You can really use any seasoning salt. And you just want to sprinkle it on there nicely. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself too.
Where's the maple syrup at?
Oh, it's coming. Chat knows. Chat knows how we cook in this household. But I did almost forget. Before you put your spices on, so I shouldn't have put the seasoning salt on quite yet. You want to take a little bit of water.
They're asking, where is the cumin? Where is the cumin?
Oh, the cumin's coming.
The cumin is coming, guys.
See, the water's sort of rinsing off the seasoning salt now, which is why you sort of want to do that first. You just put that much water in there, that's fine.
How do you feel about Coach getting demonetized today?
What, is his new channel demonetized?
No, he's got the Gonzalo Lira channel now.
Oh, that'd be a nice fresh start for the guy, you know?
Ethan Ralph says, what the fuck, water?
Yeah, so now you want to get your extra virgin olive oil. And you just drizzle a little bit of that on there too, you know? Makes the pork just nice and greasy. Nice greasy tenderloin. There you can see.
She's greasy, all right.
Well, it won't be once I cook it, but right now it certainly is. And then, you see, I should, at this point, this is when I should have put the seasoning salt on. But now, because we already did put the seasoning salt on, I'm going to take a little bit of smoked paprika.
Oh, it's a new thing of paprika.
It is. We got fresh paprika. That's nice. So we're going to open it up.
Sargoy is fired up. He is so excited. This is actually the highlight of Sargoy's week. He looks forward to it in between his constant masturbation sessions and drug use.
Oh, you shouldn't masturbate.
Well, I know. You tell Sargoy. Sargoy constantly masturbates to furry and lolly porn. He alternates between the two of them.
You know, I used to constantly masturbate. Now I don't masturbate at all. And I'm telling you, if you don't masturbate for like 2 months straight, you just won't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it leaves you.
See there, Sargoy? Sargoy, if you just stop masturbating. Now, Sargoy is claiming that he stopped masturbating, but he's a liar because I've seen him in the secret discords.
What, you watch him masturbate?
No, he in the secret discords, yeah. He gets on live stream, he jerks off for 6 to 8 hours in a row. He gets on the stimulants, he gets flying.
Holy.
You know, he just starts snorting Adderall and he jerks off to the furry porn.
So now you want to get your paprika, and I'm just going to do 3 shakes. The last one was 2 half shakes because it was starting to come out a bit slower. So you get about 3 shakes of paprika on each one of them. You get your roasted garlic and pepper spice. I want to get some.
There we go. The roasted garlic and pepper spice.
Maybe do 5 of those on each.
Not 2, not 4, but 3 shakes. That's right, Ethan Ralph. You're absolutely correct.
No, it was 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah, it was 5.
5 times. 5 times.
That's absolutely correct. And now we've got all our red spices on there. It's time for Chat's favorite spice. And the spice I'm going to use the most of by far. We're getting out our ground cumin. So you want to take your cumin, and I'm maybe going to put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, maybe
20 shakes of the cumin.
No, that was 19.
19 shakes of the cumin. Rusty Shelford's giving us the cumin check in chat. He's fired up.
Oh, there is plenty of cumin for the chat. I told you guys it was coming. And then next, we're going to want to get the ground turmeric. Now the turmeric, you want to put on 3 shakes.
Woo! The turmeric.
And then you get your sage. And I think the sage finishes it off for now, to be honest.
Get the sage. Where's the maple syrup at, fam?
You're going to do 4 sage on each. All the maple syrup's coming. But first, to make it real candied pork, we're going to want to put some of this brown sugar on it.
Oh, boy.
Brown sugar's getting sort of hard, so we're going to crunch it up.
Eurasian Enthusiast has reported the stream for sexual content.
Has he?
He has. You know, he's a degenerate like that, and he has been masturbating to it the whole time.
No, this is a family-friendly stream.
It's supposed to be. But yet the audience are degenerates.
It's December the 11th, you know?
It's supposed to be like Christmas time, you know, candied pork, tenderloin, but Sargoy has to constantly make it about his disgusting fetishes and pornography makes me sick. Earlier, Sargo admitted to watching anime, so he probably molests children as well, you know?
Oh, you shouldn't watch anime.
Well, he watches it. He's one of those sickos. He should probably be on a watch list, you know? But somehow, you know, there's no fairness in this world. People like Sargo get away with their crimes.
Oh, you know, it's not that bad, you know, on the watch list.
How many watch lists do you think you're on, Surfer?
Well, you know, I wouldn't say with certainty that I'm on a watch list, but one time I took a broom handle. I went to my dad's house and took a broom handle and drew a big swastika in his gravel driveway, the size of the driveway, and he called the police on me. So, you know, they told me that their hate squad didn't think that it was a symbol. I told the police it was a peace symbol. So you know, like, that might have put me somewhere. But
Hate squad! The hate squad! Sargo is speechless at that story. He can't believe it.
Yeah. You know, I'm proud of that, you know. I don't regret it.
Are you going to throw up a Roman for chat?
No, I'm not going to do that.
You're not going to throw up a based Roman?
No. You want to have some barbecue sauce to put on your pork. You can see here I don't really have a lot of barbecue sauce left. So that's sort of tough, but we got plenty of other spices, so we'll get as much barbecue sauce.
Oh, you could use the other barbecue sauce, the friggin'
what, the Stubbs?
The Stubbs.
It's not even barbecue sauce.
It is, though. It's legit.
It's not barbecue sauce.
It's like a marinade.
Well, I'm not marinating the pork.
Well, it's supposed to be candied.
Yeah, I'm candied. See, barbecue sauce.
Getting that look at that shake form, guys. Look at that.
You see, the key to the shake form is you give it a shake and you want to stop because the inertia with gravity causes it to jolt down as you stop. And you see it's starting to come out.
Wow.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, no. Soylent Goy asks if I was in prison. That's how I assaulted that police officer. I took him right out. Ethan Ralph style. No, I was not in prison. Like, you know, just choose your own adventure. Whatever lore you want to believe in, pal. You know.
See, we're not getting much barbecue sauce. Usually I'd like to do a line across both pieces of pork.
Surfer viewership is collapsing. You know, it was at 25, now it's down to 22. Since you started doing your aggressive barbecue shakes there.
They must not like my story with the swastika.
They're asking if you were in a work camp in Nunavut, Surfer.
No, I've never been to Nunavut. Have you ever shown chat the undercover swastika?
No, where's the undercover swastika?
There's one hidden. You see, if you look over here at the board, you never think anything of it. But you lift up the 7 steps of goal setting by Zig Ziglar, and there you go. You see, it's in the top right part of the cork board.
There you go.
A little pin swastika.
There's Surfer's undercover swastika.
Oh, there's 2 more in the house. There's 2 more undercover ones in the house.
Where's your shrine to Adolf Hitler?
Oh, there's none of that.
You sure?
No, it's a peace symbol. Means peace through unity. You know?
Peace through unity? Unity through strength. So, yeah, I guess.
So, now we're going to take our maple syrup, you know, and we're just going to drizzle it. Do just a nice line across both, and we'll just throw a little bit in the middle there, too.
Amazing.
And that's it. So that's how you want to spice the pork. And you know, I call it candied pork because of the brown sugar on it.
But you know, Surfer, you haven't even preheated the oven.
Well, I know. And now you want to know what? I contemplated whether I was going to preheat the oven before I started doing that. But I decided no, I'm not going to do that. And the reason is because I got a cheese grate 2 sweet potatoes. You know, that's gonna take me a while.
Sargoy says excuses.
Yeah. Oh, they'll preheat the oven. Good. Dry off. So I'm just gonna rinse off the scissors here.
How large do you think that Sargoy's wiener is there, Surfer?
I don't know. I don't think Sargoy has a very large wiener.
Chat, we need you to vote on the size of Sargoy's wiener. If it's over or under 4 inches. If it's over the size of 4 inches, you gotta hit 1. If it's under 4 inches, you gotta hit 2.
Well, anyone with the name that's related to Sargon can't have a very big wiener, you know? I don't know. So, well, we're going to have to rinse off our sweet potatoes.
Sargoy with the cope-filled 1. Everybody else is hitting 2.
With the cope-filled 1.
It's cope-filled, you know? It's just cringe and fail.
Sounds like it must be tough.
Yeah, it's tough for Sargoy. He cries. Sargoy cry.
I don't know which 2 sweet potatoes I'm going to cook, but I think I'm going to cook these 2. You know, because they're the thickest.
Oh, now some people are saying that Sargoy has a chode, so they're saying that that is a representation of Sargoy's penis there. That apparently has a length of 14 inches and a diameter of 88. That's apparently what they're saying. I don't know if that's right or not.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I disavow.
Yeah. So, now I'm going to want to get the cutting board. Now the cutting board, oh, here it is. I haven't used the cutting board in a little while, so I didn't know where it was. You know, it was hiding over there at the books. So I'll take our cutting board. We're going to rinse off our potatoes. And you want to make sure when you rinse off your potatoes, you just use the cold water.
Is that right?
Yeah, because the cold water, it doesn't have as much chlorine in it, you know? You don't want a lot of chlorine to get into your potatoes. It's not very good for your teeth.
Name says this is the best episode of Trailer Park Boys he's ever seen.
That's good. Now this sweet potato feels sort of slippery.
It's a bit slippery there, bud.
No, it is a bit slippery.
Oh,
I don't know why it's slippery, but that's all right. We're gonna peel it anyways.
Slippery, just like Sargoy.
So now I almost forgot. Now this time I actually almost forgot, but we're gonna want to put on our stove on bake to 395. I think that's right. You know, get our cheese grater out, get our peeler out, and then I'm gonna need to sit there and get my garbage. And you're gonna want to sit nice and close to the garbage. And you see that way you're not gonna get the peels all over the place when you're peeling the potatoes. So you just give her some nice little peels there. Just peel her around in a circle. I don't know if you guys can see, but you peel her around in a circle like that.
Eurasian Enthusiast says, time for the slowest peeling on Earth.
Well, you know, I like to do a good job when I peel the potatoes, Eurasian. So, you know, it's not time that's important to me. It's the quality of what I'm about to put together.
Now they're asking if the oven is Celsius or Fahrenheit.
No, it's Fahrenheit.
It's Fahrenheit there, guys. They're saying that you look really thick, Surfer.
Yeah, you know, I've been
looking real muscular and sexy there in your black t-shirt there, Surfer.
It's my surfer t-shirt.
Yeah, your surfer t-shirt.
You know, I didn't pick this t-shirt out myself. I don't really know where this t-shirt came from, but one day when I was probably about 17 years old, all of a sudden I had this t-shirt. I've had it ever since. But you know, where it came from, I don't know. I didn't buy it. I don't think anyone bought it for me. Just one day I had it, you know, and it's one of my favorite t-shirts. So, when you get your potato peeled around, you want to peel off the ends there too. Oh.
Some incredible stuff there, Surfer. They're saying that you were wearing this when you were smoking outside the poor lady's house.
I wasn't even smoking outside the poor lady's house, you know. I was smoking a cigarette down the street behind a fence. She said I smoked a joint beside her house. I didn't even smoke weed at that point in my life. I hadn't smoked weed for like a year, you know. She was just upset because I I think I signed her up on an energy contract, and she was upset about that.
It's upset.
She didn't like her new rates because I knocked on her door and I signed up. I increased her hydro bill and her natural gas bill by like 1.5 to 200%, 1.5 to 2 times. You know, I just jacked up her energy bills a little bit. You know,
Anywhere from 150 to 200% increase there. You know, they want you to take your shirt off.
No, I'm not gonna take my shirt off.
You're not going to show the people your gunt there.
One day we'll do a lifting stream with no shirt on. You know, but we're not a cooking stream.
Janice is fired up though.
Yeah, well, one day we'll get the Judas Priest going for Janice, you know. Me and PPP both. We'll take our shirts off and lift. You know, just listen to the Judas Priest.
Ethan Ralph asks what your lifting routine is, Surfer.
I just do. Well, right now I'm working a lot of overtime, but if I can get to the gym 5 days a week, I do about usually either 10 or 20 minutes on the elliptical machine. I like to put it at resistance, put it uphill, and just go as quick as I can for either 10 or 20 minutes, depends on how I'm feeling. And then Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll do arms day. And then Tuesdays, I'll do leg. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll do leg day. If I got time on leg day, I'll do a little bit of abs.
Mr. Richard asks if we've seen the film Strange Brew.
No.
I have not seen Strange Brew there.
I think I've heard of that.
John Smith asks why I ate 10 chicken sandwiches in a row. Well, John Smith, a man named Kraut, I'm not sure if you're aware of the YouTuber Kraut and T, he told me he would make an attack video on Mr. Medicare if I finished the 10 junior chickens.
That was disgusting. I could smell the junior chickens across the whole house.
Well, they were pretty good, those junior chickens.
It was terrible. PPP farted and I vomited in my mouth. It was disgusting. You know?
Oh, it didn't come up all the way.
It was atrocious.
It was atrocious.
Atrocious.
There you go.
It was atrocious. Now, here's another thought too, chat. Maybe I could just peel the potatoes. See, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to cheese grate them. I've changed my mind. I'm just going to keep peeling them. I'm going to peel them into a whole bunch of peels, and that's what I'm going to cook. So, what you want to do that is you take your potato on one hand and you peel it on the end and you just peel it down.
Ah, it's the covetous Jew.
Yeah, that's way better than cheese grating them anyways. You see, you can just peel them down just like that. It'd be nice. Except for when it gets a bit too wide for the friggin' cheese.
Mr. Richard says the cheese grater is easier.
Oh, you're wrong.
You think?
He's wrong.
You think he's wrong?
No, he is wrong. I know he's wrong. Have you ever used a cheese grater before, Mr. Richards?
Sargo is telling Mr. Richards he's wrong. It looks as though Mr. Richards is BTFO.
Thanks, Sargoy. You know, Sargoy pulls through once in a while. He really does.
Sargoy isn't a total brick, you know. Like, he might molest those children, but, I mean, he's okay otherwise.
Oh, you can't be losing the sweet potatoes. You know, but to answer your question, Ethan Ralph, about my lifting routine, I don't really have a set routine. You know, I believe it's important to surprise your muscles, you know, and switch it up from time to time. So I sort of lift when I feel like lifting, you know. I try to change it up. But I don't do like, some people do like pull days and push days. I just do arm days, you know. Some people do like triceps days and chest days and biceps days. I just do a bicep, tricep, chest, shoulder day when I do arms.
Amazing. That's some high-level training there, sir.
No, it is.
So, Gun Report asked, do you do anything outside of the gym?
Why, a lot of my life I live outside of the gym.
Oh, with arms like that, he never leaves the gym. Look at those fucking arms there, guys.
You know, I just started going to the gym like a year and a half ago. When I started, I was only like 140 pounds, but I'm just over 200 now. You know, so it's nice. My goal is to get by maybe like April, like 225 pounds, 230. And from there I'll get up to like 250 pounds.
All that cumin make a boy big and strong, says Menthol Gold.
Oh yeah, the cumin's nice. It's good for you. You drink lots of milk too. I usually drink a bag or two of milk a night. I haven't been drinking a lot of milk the last like few days because I've had a stuffed up nose. And when you have a stuffed up nose and you try to drink milk, it's really thick. So it keeps your sinuses stuffed up. So when you have a stuffed up nose, you want to drink juice. So right now I'm over on the Welch's grape juice, which is one of the best juices, hands down, the Welch's grape juice. You know, it's just unreal. You know, you really got to give it to Welch's.
Mr. Richards asks if your physique is achievable naturally.
Yeah, I don't even take Tylenol or Advil or anything. I used to smoke weed when I was younger, you know, and I realized that's degenerate and you shouldn't smoke weed. But like I don't do any drugs. I take no prescriptions. I would never touch steroids or anything like that. Well, for one, because I don't really like needles, but for other, because I don't believe in doing drugs. I think the side effects are worse than any gain you'll ever get from doing a drug. So I would never do steroids.
Luciferian Playboy agrees that the Welch's is good, but he says it's a tough bottle to open.
You know, he hit the nail on the head. It is the hardest bottle to open. And you know, you struggle with it, and then all of a sudden it just comes right off. When you finally get it, it's the easiest lid to take off. But it's the hardest lid until you get to that point.
Ethan Ralph says you got to take 2 grams of glycine every day to stay red-pilled.
What is glycine?
Well, you know, I'm not too sure. I guess I'm not boss day and red pill like our the gunted wizard Ethan Ralph.
Yeah, well, I guess not. You
know, people just are hitting the thumbs down button. They're just disappointed in the quality of the stream.
What do you mean?
Everybody just hit the thumbs down button. Sargoy asks, does the juice help with congested nose?
Yeah, it does. Because it's acidic. You know, so the acid in it breaks up the nose.
Well, what's going on, Solo Blue, is that Surfer, he's making these sweet potatoes into smaller sweet potatoes.
It's tough, though. You see, I'm getting close to my fingers. I don't want to cut my fingers, so you got to start doing it real slow.
John Smith is saying that PPP could be an Aryan super soldier.
The Aryan master.
Uh-huh. That's my gamer tag there on the Xbox. The Aryan Master 777. I don't know how they haven't banned that gamer tag yet, but...
You know, it starts getting real tough to cheese... No, not even cheese grating them, the potato peel these.
Yo, guys, place your bets on how long this cooking stream is going to go here, guys. Over under 3 hours there. Gun Retort says you got to use the knife.
How would I get them so thin if I was using the knife there, buddy? You see, how do you get them to that nice flake? That nice, you see how thin that is? Just that nice, delicate flake.
It's going to caramelize in the pan there. Like in Goodfellas with the onions there.
Yeah, but onions are disgusting.
Sargoy says it's so nice. The garlic. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Richard. The garlic. Everybody is spurging out about Goodfellas now. Actually, it was the garlic in the prison scene. Actually, PPP, you fucking faggot.
I've never even seen Goodfellas.
Now everybody's going to fucking lose their shit, Surfer. Congratulations. Oh, you didn't see Goodfellas? Oy vey. Oy vey, you uncultured fucking swine.
Or The Sopranos. I've never seen it.
Never seen The Sopranos. You know why I'm so hostile, Sargoy? Because I've had enough of you. You know, Mr. Richard
is just starting to pull through, you know.
Mr. Richard is spurging out. You've never seen Goodfellas in all caps. There we go. There we go. Here it comes. The tidal wave.
Okay, you know, now whoever said to get the knife, I'm getting the knife because that's getting awful close to my fingers now. So
Menthol Gold has pointed out that we're still on potato number 1.
Well, there's only 2 potatoes. It's not the end of the world, buddy.
He's saying it took you 37 minutes to cut up this potato.
You know what? I cut up the potato damn well. Damn it well. You know?
The chat is raging.
So now it's time to cut up our second potato. And same thing, you just want to start from the end and you want to give her some nice little peels there, you see?
Raging. First person in chat to post their wiener wins a new Nintendo DS Lite. Says name.
You can't even post your wiener in YouTube chats. You know, what kind of magic spell is that?
Well, bullets work best for sending these sort of people to hell. That's all I gotta say. In France, they pay apprentices €2 an hour to cut potatoes like that. Surfer should be proud.
Yeah. You know, €2, that's like $4 in Canadian money.
You know?
Yeah.
PPP, could any amount of online bullying sway you away from an early cholesterol-ridden grave? Probably not. It encourages me to get even fatter to fucking piss you off. You know? You're just gonna see me go slam 100 McDoubles next time.
No, that's heinous, buddy. You're just gonna, the whole house is just gonna smell awful. The next day after he eats the McChickens, I walked past him downstairs on my way out the door, and he still just smelled like McChickens. Like 14 hours later, you know, the guy just still just.
Oh, it oozes out of your pores there, the fucking McChickens, you know.
Yeah, like it actually does.
That's how it goes.
So how long have I been peeling this potato, chat?
They're asking what your opinion of Gator is. Gator.
I don't know.
The based old fag surfer.
I just don't think Gator's that relevant.
Well, you know...
he's not like based failure on the new warpath.
There you go. Who's the best wrestler? Chris Jericho, Edge, or Christian? The answer is Edge, unironically, and if you say any different, you're fag!
Who is Edge?
Well, that's tough there, Surfer. The rated R superstar. Edge.
Oh.
He did the live sex celebration in the ring there. Yeah. And he won the WWE title. He had the live sex celebration on the TV.
Was he as good as Goldberg?
You know, Goldberg is the best Jewish wrestler. Anybody who puts Jericho over Edge is a pleb. Jericho's cringe on the mic there, boys. He's cringe. He's never an effective heel. You all know this. Apparently have made the list, you faggot gun report. Anyway, it's a really family-friendly stream for cooking we've got here.
Starting to get close to my fingers again on this friggin' potato.
Wow, what are your thoughts on Donga there, Surfer?
I don't know. I don't think Donga's really relevant anymore. You know, like the guy's got AIDS. You know, like he's hot enough. Is he even on the internet anymore?
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he streams every day.
He does wrestling streams or something?
You know, sometimes he talks about wrestling, you know. He talks about all sorts of stuff.
Do you watch them?
You know, sometimes Donga even gets 100 live viewers. You know?
No.
Sometimes he does.
One of these days we'll get 100 live viewers like Donga.
You know, this channel's done. This channel's done 200 legitimate live viewers before.
Yeah, but one of these days we'll have numbers like Donga. You know, like one of the greats, one of the true greats.
Yeah, one of the true legends of our time, Donga. Donga truly won. By the way, it's clearly been faked. You know, he doesn't have AIDS. Worski made it all up. You know, it's all a lie.
Are you sure? Wasn't he on that dating site?
On pause.com. Well, the reason why I know it's fake is because on the fucking pause.com profile, it said that he could edit it. So whoever took the screenshot could edit the profile. So you know, like, I'm pretty sure fucking Geek Thulu made the fake profile himself and took the screenshot. And I mean, it's impossible to tell really from that audio if it's truly Donga. But I mean, I believe Donga has AIDS. I just don't really believe that Worski has the secret audio, you know? There you go.
I seem to be able to get them nice and thin with the knife.
Who believes that Andy has AIDS here? Do you think Andy has AIDS there, Surfer, like JF predicted? That within, I think, 2 years that Andy Worski would have AIDS?
No, Andy doesn't have AIDS. Andy just has brain damage. You know, Andy probably has worse brain damage than anyone you could listen to on the internet.
You know,
like, the guy sounds more retarded by the episode. And, like, not even like a joke or anything. Like, his voice, he sounds like he's retarded. Like, how you would stereotype someone that's retarded sounds, what Andy Worski's voice sounds like.
Sargoy says that Andy has a 64 IQ. Well, Andy does have a lower IQ than, like, the average in Somalia. You know, like, I genuinely believe that. I think he drops, like, 2 IQ points per day. Like, at this rate, each edition of the Warpath, he becomes less and less capable of making his sentences coherent, you know, and every episode he just, like, sounds more and more like Rocky fucking Balboa, you know. Geek Thulu, I got the Donga.
It's pretty bad.
It is. It's really depressing,
you know, it's sort of jokes to listen to, but, like.
You almost feel bad. I almost feel bad listening to Worski. Like, he just know he's destroying his brain with, like, hardcore drugs and fuck.
Now,
smoking ecstasy every night.
You shouldn't smoke ecstasy. It's not good for you.
Do you know menthol gold? Menthol gold is saying in the 2000s that nobody on the internet was Canadian, and now in the 2010s, half of people on the internet are Canadian. The truth is that Canadians actually spend more time online than any other country on earth. It's true. Canadians on Canadians on average spend more hours online than any other country.
Now, now is the point where you want to decide what size of pan you're going to use to put these in. And I'm just not sure. There's two pans I'm sort of deciding between in my head. If this one's big enough, I'm going to want to use this one. But what do you think, chat? You think that pan's big enough? I don't know. No, I'm using the other one. The other one's just a hair bigger.
Do you like the all-dressed chips, Surfer?
The all-dressed chips aren't bad, but I wouldn't choose to get them. If I was going to get chips, which I don't really eat a lot of chips, but if I was going to get chips, I'd get dill pickle chips. I love dill pickle chips. They're so good.
What about the ketchup chips? Because they're also a Canadian exclusive.
No, ketchup chips are disgusting.
I'm not a big fan of ketchup chips, but you know who is? Croc. Croc loves ketchup chips, and he pretty much only eats ketchup chips,
That's gross.
Name was expecting a swastika-shaped pan at this point,
Well, you want to see what the next undercover swastika is?
Oh, here we go, guys.
You can't see it. Actually, you can't see it. If you have a shower in here, and it gets foggy, there's one on the mirror.
How did you manage to make an undercover swastika on the mirror?
Because every time that someone cleans the mirror, I always draw it. Next time I have a shower. And it shows up whenever you have a shower.
That's incredible stuff there, sir.
But it's got a cross in the middle of it.
Holy hot.
And there's one more. There's one more undercover one in the house somewhere. But that one's really hiding out.
Are you going to ever make the swastika snickerdoodles there, Surfer?
No, I don't make cookies.
You don't make the swastika snickerdoodles?
No.
Oh.
What, you look like Murdoch Chan?
Oh, yeah, I thought you were Murdoch Chan.
Not Murdoch Chan.
No.
So, I just want to wait for the oven to beep. You see, I figured the oven would beep. I figured in the 45 minutes it took me to cheese grate those potatoes that the oven would finish preheating. But I don't think it has.
Chat, has anyone heard the oven beep there?
Anyone heard it beep?
Gunt Report says it beeped a while back.
No.
Sargoy says it did beep.
Okay. Well, if it's beeped.
Gunt Report wouldn't lie to me, and if he did, I'm going to spurg out and never come back to his fucking stream ever again.
I'm going to trust him. It feels hot in the oven. It feels like it's
you got to take your pants off to really see if it's hot enough there, Surfer.
So, you want to take the pork, and you want to push it into about the middle. Because the oven cooks with convection, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So when it's in the middle, it hits all the points of it.
Duck Dick is spurging that you've let all the heat out. And Sargoy says that your perception of time is warped.
Well, that's alright.
Sargoy is upset.
Time goes by, sometimes quick. Time goes by, sometimes slow. That's alright.
But you can't explain that, Like the tides go in and they go out sometimes. John Smith is A-logging in the chat. And they're wondering why you aren't drinking the pumpkin beer. Why you haven't drank the pumpkin beer.
My nose isn't really stuffed up anymore. But I was waiting until I don't have a stuffed up nose. And I'll do the pumpkin beer review.
People have been asking about this fabled pumpkin beer review for weeks now.
Oh, one day it'll come. It'll be sort of like Cemetery Man, It did come, the Cemetery Man review, eventually.
Mr. Richard is trying to create a combo to spell the N-word, but You know, people are hitting that combo breaker on Mr. Richard. Combo breaker.
So,
Sargoy with the combo breaker.
To get your potatoes going, because we better get the potatoes going, it's about time. You want to get a little bit of butter. Now, I'm going to use about a tablespoon and a half of butter.
Menthol gold with the combo breaker.
You cut it with your knife.
Sorry, name. You've been destroyed, buddy. And he combo breakered himself.
He combo breakered himself.
Let's see if chat can count to 10. Can chat count to 10?
Combo breaker.
Combo breaker. Chat can't count to 10. It's pretty sad.
That's tough. So, you want to take your butter, and you just put your butter in the pan like that, you know. And
sorry, Japanese guy, you got combo breakered by Ralph. Gotta start over from 1 there, boys.
You got combo breakered. And then you want to get some spices going in with the potatoes too. So I'm going to do about the same thing. We're going to want to get a roasted garlic and peppers.
Name, you're so full of shit. You didn't successfully write Hitler. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for lying like that, you know?
We put 3 in there. Get some paprika. 4 of those. Another smoked paprika.
It's like these people think we can't tell that they're lying, you know, Sargoy?
Get our seasoning salt. Just some sprinkles of the seasoning salt. And then we're going to get our cumin. Cumin for the chat.
Oh, cumin for the chat. There is a mighty cumin in the chat.
You know, Barry's got PB&J for the chat. We got ground cumin for the chat.
Yeah. Surfer, the chat is asking, when will Godwinson address the EQ?
16 shakes of the cumin.
16
Lots of cumin
shakes of cumin.
I don't know. I don't even know if Godwinson's coming back.
Oh, he's coming back. He said he'd only retire when he turned 25. So, you know, there's still 2 more years of Godwinson left.
So you put some turmeric in there. Get our sage ready. And go.
Well, that's not true, Gun Report. Godwinson's retiring when he turns 25. I'm sorry to say that to you, pal.
Oh, do you know what I forgot? Put on the pork. Does chat know what I forgot to put on the pork?
Chat, no? What did he forget there, guys? The cumin seeds?
Was the cumin seeds.
Sargoy screamed about cumin seeds about a half hour ago, and I just ignored him.
You just ignored it?
Yeah, Sargoy's now going...
The oregano. On the pork, we forgot the oregano and the cumin seeds. But you know, that's alright. These things happen.
I just thought Sargoy was an embarrassment today, a whole way through, you know. And...
Well, you think I should try putting some cumin seeds on there while it's in the oven?
Gun Report says that. He says put them on now.
Put them on now. I will.
Here we go, boys. This isn't going to go well, I don't think.
You don't think so? Watch. You just get her out like that. Oh, we got to open it. See, we got fresh cumin seeds.
Is Sargoy a lower level of filth than Jerry Falwell? I think so. Sargoy was trying to pretend he comboed Hitler before it was very cringe. I know he was. Sargoy actually tried to pretend he comboed Hitler, but he couldn't. Solo Blue asked when you're going to be a character on Letterkenny, Surfer.
Oh, I dropped cumin seeds in by the burner. That's not good.
The cumin seeds are going to fucking explode and the shrapnel's going to go in my eye.
We got some oregano on there too. And we got the oregano and the cumin seeds.
Hey! Sargoy hopes I get blinded by the cumin seeds. Well, I hope you get blinded from coming every day there, Sargon. It makes you go blind.
It does make you go blind.
You're blind literally and metaphysically, Sargoy, with your masturbation habits. He put a JK, but I just don't know.
We'll put some water in there with the spices. Oh yeah, I gotta get the potatoes in there. I'm slacking.
Oh my God. Chat's freaking out.
It's alright.
Chat is just screaming, Surfer is a brick.
No, it's still gonna be unreal. Chat has no idea.
Chat is just delusional there.
I'll get all the potatoes in there. And then I'm just going to pour some more water in it. I'll fix it.
Dirk Duck Dick says Surfer is a duster. That's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time.
It's straight out of 2012.
You know?
It's been a little while.
You're a duster. It's dusted.
That's pretty dusty, pal.
That's Evan Partridge, circa 2010.
That is fine.
Holy shit.
Just dusted.
Dark Dick goes, he's dust.
Yeah.
Name says Surfer is a brick. He gets laid by burly men in flannel. Whoa. Dusted!
Yeah, I got real dusted on that one.
You got dusted right off, pal.
Oh no, we're losing potatoes.
Oh, the dust!
So you just want to mix your potatoes around and that'll get all the spices around and everything. Now that we've got all the potatoes nice and...
Mr. Richard asks, did you watch The Irishman?
No.
I downloaded The Irishman, but we haven't watched it yet. Gun Report asks, how come you never clean the stovetop? See, I knew this question would come up.
I just didn't feel like it yet.
See, there you go, Gun Report. I'll put you...
I do a lot in this damn household. I haven't cleaned the damn stove off yet. You know, and... You know, I probably won't clean the damn stove off for another few days at least.
John Smith asks your thoughts on The Mandalorian, Surfer.
Oh, I don't watch The Mandalorian. I'm not a child.
I watched The Mandalorian. I love the Baby Yoda. Do you love Baby Yoda there?
It's not even Baby Yoda there. You Scott Malkinson.
Hey, diabetes.
Your blood sugar's low?
When blood sugar is a bit low there, gonna pass
when your blood
out.
sugar's low, you use the maple syrup. And you pour it on there, and they got the Aunt Jemima.
Are you sure you didn't put enough friggin' syrup on there?
Put enough syrup on there. I just did a nice little spiral and then a nice little figure eight. That's
well, Sargoy, I know that your favorite movie is Star Wars Episode 8, you know? Like, don't lie.
And we're gonna get our cumin seeds going. We're going to put lots of cumin seeds on the potatoes, just like that. A little bit of oregano. You know, I forgot about the cumin seeds because we were out for a little while.
It's true, though. Sargoy and Player 920 have this Discord where they do gay ops to promote Star Wars Episode 8. Do you know that?
That's pretty cringe.
I know it is. But they do. They craft all these memes and they try and come up with defense strategies and to apologize for Episode 8 and try and make it good there. They say it represents the Faustian spirit and it's real hot stuff.
You know, I've never watched Star Wars 7, 8, or 9, or the other one that was in between.
Rogue One and Solo there.
Never seen any of them. I'll probably never watch them in my whole life.
Oh, you're going to watch Episode 7, 8, and 9 with me in the next 2 weeks.
No.
We're going to the theater to see it, bro. You go see 9?
No.
Yeah.
So, now...
That's right, name. His screen name in the Discord is Stargoy. It's true.
Stargoy!
He's Stargoy in the Discord where he makes his secret Episode 8 memes.
He's not Stargoy in the Discord, is he?
He is, for real. Him and Player 920 run this evil secret Discord.
Okay, so now... We're going to want to get our chicken Fusillis going.
Kraut's also a member of the Discord. He loved Episode 8 because it subverted his expectation.
So we're going to want to pour some water. We need just shy of 2 cups of water. Just shy. I don't like to use... Yeah, get one in there for me. You know, it says 2 cups of water and 2 cups of milk.
Pterodactyl is here. You know, he was watching King Cobra JFS instead of this the other day. I caught him in the King Cobra JFS comment section, and I said, why aren't you watching the PPP streams anymore? And he said it was because he had a job. But, you know, like, nobody on my audience has a job. Like, they're all neats who live in their mother's basement. So, like, I press X to doubt on Terry Dactyl's story there. I think he just likes to look down on King Cobra JFS and spit on him from the heights of his mother's basement.
But the reason I use just a little bit, I use just shy of 2 cups of water in there, and I use a bit extra milk. It's because I find that gives it a bit more of a creamy texture in the sauce. You know, you want a nice creamy texture in the sauce.
That's right, John Smith.
We're just gonna go a little bit heavier with the milk there.
The prequel is about the evil banking cartel and the Federal Reserve and the government false flags. Now, those were hot stuff. You know, episode 3 is all about the George W. Bush administration and the 9/11 false flag. Alex Jones told me that.
Did he?
He did, yeah. You ever see Alex Jones' breakdown of the Star Wars prequels?
No, but you want to be careful with your milk and your water so you don't spill it. So I put it over top, and that way it's not going to spill over there. And you want to start nice and slow so it's not splashing. You just do a nice slow drip there. And you get faster and faster as you get it in there.
Based!
Yeah, it's pretty based if I do say so.
I think we scared off Terry Dactyl there with the poetry there. Alex Jones is shill, but there was some genuine subtext to the banking clans. You know, there is.
Oh, the damn banking clans, you know, and their friggin' usury.
The Trade Federation. Well, Terry Dactyl asks, what's your making? Well, he's got the...
Well, Terry, so we got a little bit of pork in the oven. We got a couple of candied pork tenderloins in the oven. We got over here, we got our sweet potatoes. Oh, they're starting to really cook because they're so thin. No, we didn't cheese grate our potatoes there, Terry. We used the potato peeler and we peeled them up. So they're starting to really cook, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn them right down. Oh no. Chat, I never checked the time when I put the pork in the oven. It's got to be 45 minutes. Who can timestamp when I put it in?
Does anyone know when Surfer put in the pork tenderloin? Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make it. John Smith asked if the Confederacy did anything wrong.
Well, how long ago did I put the pork tenderloin in the oven, John Smith? That seems to be a more pressing question at this moment.
Sargoy says you open the oven so it doesn't even matter.
It's 3:46. So I'm going to guess I put it in...
Gunt Report said you put it in about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'll say 3:35, 45 minutes takes us to 20 after 4.
But did the Confederacy do anything wrong?
I don't know. I don't think the Confederacy really did much wrong.
There we go.
They lost, so I guess they did something wrong.
But will the South rise again?
I don't know. We live in the North up here, you know.
I don't know. Matt's saying that slavery was wrong. So yes, they did something wrong. But what you failed to realize, Matt, was that the war wasn't about slavery. It was about states' rights, and it was the war of northern aggression. Based revisionist.
Yeah, it was.
Of course, Matt, Matt's the revisionist. Yeah, well, you know the Jews own more slaves than any other race. That's right.
Well, is it like 4 out of 10 Jews owned slaves in that time?
That's right. Do you know who the Secretary of War in the Confederacy was?
No, I don't know who it was. You know,
he was a Jew.
Oh, you were singing a song about him. You did a video about him a while ago.
Yeah.
But so now, while the milk and the water is boiling, you see we have it on max, so it will boil. You do want to stir it a couple times, and the reason for that is because otherwise it will burn to the bottom. You don't want it to burn to the bottom. You know, sometimes it gives it some nice color when it burns to the bottom, but you don't want it to burn to the bottom.
Well, you see, that's the reason why the Confederacy is the best side in the wars, because that was the side the Jews were on. Because we love Israel, and we love the Jews.
Yeah.
It's not really enthusiastic there, Surfer. Are you some sort of anti-Semite there?
No, you know, I got a little bit of Jew in me. I even got money on my wall. Look, I taped money to my wall. A double-sided tape.
That's right, and they're Reichsmarks, too.
Yeah.
There's even a Confederate $100 bill.
Oh, no. I gotta get the chicken fusilli open quick, because that's about to boil. You can see if you look at it, it's starting to simmer. So we know it's about to boil. Like, I bet you if I stir it, it's gonna start boiling. So you stir it, you break up the bottom. No, maybe not. Maybe not.
The ADL, are they your greatest ally, Surfer?
Oh, it's boiling now.
There you go there, guys.
The ADL, he says. So, you see, I don't pour it right in right away when it's boiling, because you want it to get nice and frothy. You see it starts to get foamed up and it gets nice and frothy. The frothier you get it, the better. You want to let it get nice and frothy.
Like a Santorum.
Like a Santorum.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Is Santorum frothy?
Yeah. You ever have a Santorum?
No.
No.
No, it's right to the top. So this is the moment, right when it hits the top, when you want to pour them in. Get your chicken fusillis in there. You really want to make sure you don't leave anything behind.
That's right, Terry. Rick Santorum did nothing wrong. In 2012, I was an unironic Rick Santorum supporter. And I really believed that Rick was going to defeat Romney, but that evil, corrupt, crooked Mormon destroyed based Rick Santorum and our hope for the Christian theocracy. And it's tough. You know, Rick Santorum is so against abortion that he had a Down syndrome child.
You know, and he got beat by a guy named Mitt. Like the guy's name, the guy called himself Mitt. It's not even his real name, and he called himself Mitt.
Willard's his name.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. Like, if I was Mitt Romney, I would have gone by Willard Romney, you know?
They're asking...
And instead he calls his name Mitt.
What you put in the milk there?
Well, that was the chicken fusillis, you see? The sidekicks are nice, because you can just pour them in once it gets boiling. You see, so I poured in 2 packages. You know, because there's me and PPP. As you guys know, PPP can eat a lot. So
what would a Christian theocracy look like, asked Matt?
Be pretty based.
Probably wouldn't be in it, Matt, because Matt thinks that slavery was wrong.
And now you want to turn your stove down to just below 6. Just below 5. Just below the medium mark there. You rest your spoon there on top. Stir these up again. Scrape them off the bottom.
Does it mean we will have a pope? No, absolutely not, Matt. There will be no pope in the theocracy.
Catholics aren't really Christians, you know? They don't really practice what it says in the Bible.
John Smith's trying to say it would be gay if it was Protestant. But that's because you are a filthy sodomite, John, who kisses the feet of a pedophile. So you might want to reconsider your theology.
Yeah, you might want to figure it out there, John.
You know,
you might want to put 2 and 2 together.
You may want to stop licking the red shoes of the kid diddler who kisses Muslim feet.
So now I'm going to rinse off my knife because I'm going to need my knife again. We only use her for the potatoes, so it's not really that dirty. I just cleaned out the sink. I'm just going to give her a nice little rinse.
Well, any denomination that has a lesbian preacher, they're all going to hell. So let's just face facts there that they're not actually true Christians, that they worship the lie and they worship Satan.
Who's got a lesbian preacher?
Well, lots of denominations have them now. United Church has lesbian preachers.
Could you imagine?
Anglican has lesbian preacher now, I think.
Oh, it's pith. The pith doesn't look very good. That's alright, because we're going to cut out the pith. Pith's sort of brown.
Well, of course Catholics would say that homosexuality is normal and adultery isn't that bad. We believe that for thousands of years. They just love to molest children. Gunt Report loves the snake handlers. He says they're the only true Christians, and that's where he's wrong, but we'll let it go.
Could you imagine actually believing that?
Well, he doesn't believe that. He's just trying to be ironically edgy for the chat. I like the based Christians who are crazy. They're so kooky.
They're so kooky.
They're so kooky. You know. Have you ever handled a snake other than your own penis there, pal? I don't think so.
You know, I've handled a snake.
Have you handled the snake? Did it bite you? Well, Gun Report says he's handled a snake other than his penis. He says he's handled the snakes of many other men.
That's pretty cringe, buddy. When I was young, I caught a snake in the garden. And I put it in a jar.
Matt, it's time for you to stop posting cringe in the chat. It's not just about faith only there, pal. If you love Jesus, you do his commandments. And doing his commandments means not committing sodomy, like you do on a daily basis there, Matt. Sorry to say, pal.
So you want to cut the pith out of your peppers. You don't want there to be any pith in the peppers.
You don't want there to be any pith in the peppers.
You can see that there's a bit of a crust on the top there, and it's boiling up.
Is that like the gun crust?
No, it probably tastes a lot better than gun crust tastes. You want to stir it up. Just give her some nice little stirs there.
You know, Matt's like the based epic centrist who's here to be the rational skeptic of the fucking stream, you know?
You see, I stir it in different directions, because that way you get all the crust off the bottom of the pan that's stuck to it. And I'm probably going to stir my potatoes a little bit more, too. See the steam that comes off of it when you flip them? You let some of that heat out of there.
The worst we can find. In the not too distant future, somewhere between Pole and B, there was a guy named Jim, just another fucking normie.
Turn that down a little bit more.
There we go there.
So, now here with our peppers.
Oh, you got Ethan Ralph who loves the Westboro Baptist Church. There you go, buddy. Well, Matt, just because we can't fix it doesn't mean we shouldn't try, pal. You're the sort of guy who would just bend over and let the Muslims take over the country because, well, Jesus is coming back there, pal. We can't fix it there. We just gotta wait for Jesus.
Yeah, it's a pretty cringe take. It's like that Carrie Underwood song, you know?
It's okay. He's going to come back with another hot cringe take. So it's all good. You know, I've only dabbed on him like 20 times here, but
you see, so you want to cut up your peppers about this size. This size is what we're gonna put into there.
oh, menthol gold is justifying slavery from 1 Timothy. Here we go. We got the real hardcores here now. Got the real hardcore edgy Christians in the chat.
I don't know how you could watch Song of the South and think there's anything really wrong with slavery.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Well, if you're going to justify slavery, you may as well pull out Philemon there, pal. And you can probably make a pretty good case there, but...
Is it Philemon?
yeah.
I thought it was Philemon.
You thought it was Philemon?
Yeah, I did.
Come on.
No, I seriously did.
That's okay.
Not quite as learned.
The learned bass scholar.
You see, the peppers are a bit easier to cut up than the potatoes were.
The viewership is collapsing. We're down to 16 viewers.
Just about got myself on the knife there. You get your peppers.
Ethan Ralph taking verses out of context to try and discourage race mixing. But of course, that's just talking about the Jews there, Ethan. Oh, viewership going down to 15.
Well, you shouldn't race mix, you know. God separated the nations for a reason.
It's not true. We're all of one blood, says the book of Romans. Ho, ho, ho. Can you imagine?
But not bone marrow.
Base sodomite.
So, I'm going to take all of these peppers. I'm just going to throw them in there real liberally. Just going to toss the peppers into the chicken fusilli.
Viewership's back up to 20.
Is it?
No one whose testicles are crushed or whose male organ is cut off shall enter the assembly of the Lord. Deuteronomy 23:1. Amazing.
I don't think it actually says that, though, does it?
You gotta hope it does. Yeah, Gun Report knows that it does.
Okay, so we got our potatoes stirred up there. Now we're gonna stir in all of these peppers.
The happy little peppers.
Oh, they are happy little peppers. They truly are. They're just the right size to be happy little peppers.
Remy says it's a lot of loyalty for a hired gun.
What?
Do you get the reference?
Oh, I don't.
A lot of loyalty for a hired gun.
The hired gun?
You know, do you...
I don't get the reference, though.
To The Dark Knight Rises? With the plane scene?
I don't remember any words that were said on that. I just know there's a guy named CIA.
Ree! That makes me read.
It's a really good movie. You know?
Well, you, like, have
I
you
guess
not?
I don't know the
how
script.
many times?
I didn't memorize
how many
the
times
script.
have you seen the plane scene?
Probably the one time I saw the movie.
What?
No, I might have seen that movie twice.
Oh my god. I've seen the plane scene at least 300 times.
No.
Just the plane scene. Not the movie itself, but I've seen the plane scene at least probably 300 times.
So we got our chicken Fusilli stirred up, and if you look at it, take a glance in there. You see the contrast, how the color of the peppers just blends in with the chicken Fusilli.
Was getting fat part of your plan? Of course. Of course. Do you think it looks good there, guys? They're saying it looks like a bunch of maggots.
No, it doesn't. What a garbage take that is. What do I need?
Freethinker 88 is unimpressed. Well, what about the sweet potatoes there, Freethinker 88? Well,
Okay.
that's good, Matt. Matt likes how we stood our ground against Antifa. There you go. There you go, Matt. You're a legend, pal. We love you, buddy. There's a fly check just for you, pal.
Yeah, it's pretty based. You know, I think they're rattling our windows in the nighttime.
They were coming around the house trying to rattle our windows. I don't know. I think that was just Caitlin. She would come around at night and try and rattle the windows.
Almost got her head chopped off with the sword for rattling the windows.
Yeah, we should have really just come right out the fucking door and just cut off Andrew's head. Can you imagine? Oh! Fucking cuckerino. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
You liked my explanation of
Very
Pleasantville more than the Black Pill vid? That's pretty cool there, Matt. I'm glad.
Put the so give these guys another stir. And now you can start to see the bottom of the pot with the chicken Fusillis. So now is about the time that you want to add the butter to the chicken Fusillis. So we're going to get our butter back out. We're going to get our butter knife. And we're going to cut just greater than 2 tablespoons.
Surfer, you haven't seen Pleasantville yet, have you?
No.
Some pretty degenerate stuff, some pretty subversive stuff there.
I saw a black pill staying hot. I think I was sleeping in either of yours.
You woke up in the middle of it there.
So, yeah, take your butter. Just gonna drop it right down.
Well,
on
Remy,
top
there's
of it.
going to be another AEW review there tomorrow. I'll probably film it. I was watching AEW tonight. Wasn't the worst AEW that there's ever been, but there is still some pretty cringy stuff happening on AEW there.
And now, if you want your butter to melt a bit quicker so you can stir it in, a good way is to submerge it. If you submerge it in the Fusillis, the heat will hit it from all directions. So you just get a nice mountain of Fusillis on top of it. We'll just leave her there for a second. Maybe stir up our potatoes a bit more.
Now, how's the timing on the pork tenderloin looking there?
Maybe about 10 minutes.
Is Johans voting for Corbyn? Is that confirmed there, Mr. Richard? I thought that Johans, maybe with his testosterone treatments, might have found it within his heart to vote Boris or Brexit Party, you know? Menthol Gold says to check the pork in 13 minutes.
Yeah. You know, I think he's right. 12 minutes now. Probably was right.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty good there.
No, so now the butter's probably melted, submerged there. We'll see. Yeah, you can see it's disappeared. But now you want to stir it up. You spread that butter throughout. Oh no, it hasn't melted completely. You can see there's a little piece of butter right there.
You know, John Smith fighting the good fight there against Matt in the chat. I think personally, I know Matt was doing some good work there, sucking my penis. But, you know, overall, I think his philosophy there is a bit gay. You know, John Smith fighting the good fight against his lay down and die mentality there. That looks good there.
Yeah, stir it up. So now you know what? You just stir it until the butter's melted. You want to stir it until the butter's melted to make sure you spread the butter evenly throughout. No, probably turn that off to let it thicken. Just turn these down on the minimum.
Mr. Richards saying the pork is burnt. Matt says, if you are a Christian, why are you so concerned with fixing the broken Satan-run world? Well,
you're going to have to answer that one.
You know, the reason why, Matt, is because we're trying to get more people into God's kingdom. We're trying to save more of the lost and, you know, not just care about ourselves. The more people that are saved, the better, you know. God wishes that all men could come to repentance and not one soul would be lost. It's not realistic because a lot of people reject God, but God wishes that all men turn to repentance, and he's not a respecter of persons either. So I don't understand why you think, because you're saved and in the kingdom, that nobody else should get to be saved and in the kingdom just because they're a wicked person. Don't really understand your worldview on that there, but it is what it is. I mean, at one point you were an alien sinner to the kingdom as well. You know, unless you believe that you were just always a perfect person. But you know, Romans 3 says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So you know for a fact that the truth's not in you if you say that. So, I don't know, pal.
Does he know that, though?
I don't know. He does, I'm sure. He's read that. But he's just saying, you know, we shouldn't care about others and we should only care about ourselves. And that's the real Christian virtue.
You see, and now we still got about 10 minutes. So I'm going to do a set of the incline press.
Yeah.
You always want to lift when you have a minute. Get our 250s here. I want to bang the silverfish out of them.
They're asking if we've got enough water there.
I got enough water for now. Yeah.
I'm going to go check out the Gunt Stream chat.
There you go.
Yeah. You see how the Gunt Stream is doing? You lift these weights here.
Oh. Yeah. I haven't lifted it all today, so, you know, it's going to be a good set. Stretch the wrist a little bit. Not really, but just...
The Gunt Stream has asked, how can PPP be so fat when it takes this fucking long for him to get his dinner?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. It's probably the 10 McChicken to have something to do with it.
Yeah, it's because I get Uber Eats to deliver me 10 McChickens every night there. Oh, we're looking at the Gunt Stream, and Nyan Ralph there is saying about time you came back to the Gunt Stream chat. There, guys, if you want to see their Surfer's Gunt is exposed there. Guys, you know, everybody who's wanting to fap to that, you better be quick about it. Look at him go. Look at those muscles there, guys. Oh. You know, a surfer used to have perfect washboard abs there, guys. They're pretty sexy there, but...
No, I don't think I've ever had perfect washboard abs. You know,
We're getting Coomer memes there in the Gunt Stream chat. They're all sickos there. There's only 9 people left.
Stop Satan. You go blind when you masturbate. Metaphysically. You stop seeing everything, the real world around you, because you become addicted to pornography. It'll infect your brain.
You know, Nyan Ralph says that Surfer is the slowest cooker he has ever seen.
Well, you know, I got my safe food handling certificate when I was about 16 years old, you know, and I guess I like to cook the right way. It's not about being quick to me, it's about making something nice, you know? And dinner's gonna be nice. I'm gonna do one more.
Yeah, now I've read pretty well all the Gunt Stream chat back up to, I guess, when it started there. And to be honest, there is hardly anything of value in the Gunt Stream chat anyway. So, you know, they really have to step it up there if they want me to look at that chat over the YouTube chat. You know, it's pretty impossible for me to look at both chats, you know, because that I can only really pull that up on my laptop there. Do either of you plan on having any children? If so, how will you guide them through this degenerate world? Homeschooling seems to be the only option. Well, you're probably right about that, pal.
No, I will homeschool my kids.
Homeschooling is the way.
When my kids are like 1, 2, I'm just going to play math problems in the background, like advanced calculus. And then my kids will understand how to do math.
Well, when my son is 5, he's going to be reading Mein Kampf and Julius Evola.
I'll teach him how to lift.
Duck Dick says that the pork is burnt.
What the fuck, man?
Doing the Gunt shrugs there.
Yeah.
Nyan Ralph says he has the same certificate, faggot, but you are just slow. He says he still enjoys your streams, though.
Still got the same certificate?
Yeah. Now I gotta shake the friggin' camera like I have Parkinson's until a viewer leaves. We're going full Owen Benjamin. We want less people in the stream now. Oh! The Spurg out there.
Owen's fucking beast. You know? Groiper's number 4. Bear's number 1.
Cringe!
Groiper's number 4. Bear's number 1.
Amazing. Duck Dick asks, is Surfer a bear?
No, I'm not a bear.
You're not a bear.
I don't have goats, you know.
You wish you were a bear.
Ducks. Yeah, I do. I wish I had goats and ducks and chickens, you know.
Do you wish that you could eat Owen Benjamin's Gunt crust?
No. What?
Is Teddy Spaghetti a scholar?
Teddy Spaghetti is a scholar. It's really tough to listen to Teddy. He's probably the most boring person you could listen to. You know, but he's a smart guy. Teddy's a real smart guy. He's just not very entertaining, you know. If you want to have a good time, you don't want to watch the dark stream. But if you want to learn something, then you want to watch the dark stream.
If you want to learn a bunch of nonsense, you listen to the dark stream there.
What do you mean, pal?
Teddy is a bit of a spurg there. He calls himself the Supreme Dark Lord there.
Teddy is the Supreme Dark Lord. Teddy doesn't call himself the Supreme Dark Lord.
Other people call him. Yeah, that's right. And everybody else is a gamma there, too.
You shouldn't mess with the guy that other people call him the Supreme Dark Lord.
It's true there. You know, and he could kick Joe Rogan's ass. He said so. You know, he knows karate there.
No, Teddy's a really smart guy.
Teddy was in his dojo, and he said that he could kick Joe's ass. Teddy also said that he's beat women before, viciously.
Base.
And without remorse. So Teddy Spaghetti there, he beats women. And he's the Supreme Dark Lord. So, you know, maybe he really is base there, guys. I don't know.
Now we got about 1 more minute, chat. And we're rearing to go. And we're rearing to go.
Menthol Gold says that Nick has only been allowed to stay up on YouTube so that he can function as a Spencer 2.0 honeypot.
No, Nick is pretty much the time, you know. I thought his interview with Milo was pretty good, you know.
I think it was cringe.
Did you watch it?
No. I refuse to watch it. I refuse to watch it on principle because Milo Yiannopoulos is a filthy homosexual Jew. Yiannopoulos, the grifter, crack-stabbing traitor that he is, who only cares about himself, is just a very, very bad idea. It's the same thing as joining up with Baked Alaska.
Well, you're right about that.
Do you know that Milo literally sucks black penis most nights?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like, Nick's really concerned about optics. Like, it gives him the freedom when he does an interview like that. It does give him the freedom to say his ideas, you know?
But Milo is bad optics. He said that molesting children was a good thing.
I don't know.
He literally said that a child getting molested can be a good experience there for the child. He said it was a good experience for him when Father O'Houlihan put him over his knee.
Is that what he said?
That's literally verbatim what he said.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's why Milo
got... Look at that, chat. There's pork.
What does chat think of that pork tenderloin there?
No, there's a lot of food.
Yeah, there really is. Holy. It's a gunt feast there. Glorious. Glorious. Doc Dick says there's not enough cumin.
Oh, do you think we should eat both of them or save one for lunch? Well,
I don't know. We probably eat both of them.
Think so?
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck, oh, that's a lot of fucking food. Okay, so now we're going to get a couple plates. They're good. I'll put one together. Here, I'll put PPPs together here first. You have this plate. You want to get out a fork. Pick up your piece of pork. Yeah, you'll get PPP this piece of pork. She's got a nice brown sugar crust on top. And you want to take some
how does chat think it looks there? Do you guys think it looks good? Hasn't been fully plated there.
You want to take some of the potatoes and just put them nice and gentle to one side.
There are still 18 people watching this stream. 19 now.
And we want some of our chicken Fusillis.
Menthol Gold can't sleep there.
Well, how could you sleep when you're watching a meal like this be plated?
That's right. If eating a meal like this is wrong, John Smith, I don't want to be right, pal. One guy in the stream says that he got fired, so he has nothing to do but watch this channel.
And there it is. You see? There's dinner for PPP. Now he just needs a knife. But once he gets a knife, there it is. And we call that's some candied pork. We got some candied pork with the chicken fusillis. No, candied pork and chicken fusillis with sweet potatoes and a pepper.
Well, would you eat it? Press 1 if you'd eat it, press 2 if you wouldn't. You give your ratings out of 10 there.
Here's a knife for you, buddy.
Is it time to finish up the stream here?
You're not going to try it for them?
Ah, yes. Here we go, we're gonna... Here we go, let's try out the chicken fusillis here. And those are pretty good there, for sure. You got some of the sweet potatoes. And the sweet potatoes are unreal there. And I'm just gonna get a tiny piece of the pork tenderloin there.
What? No, the grease from the pork. What if you drizzled some of the grease on the sweet potatoes? You think that'd be good?
It probably would be. Should we grizzle the grease on the sweet potatoes there, guys? Or is that too degenerate?
That was shot thing.
But overall, this is like a 9 out of 10 meal here, guys. Menthol Gold wants you to drizzle the grease. Or grizzle the grease, as I said.
Yeah, let's get some of the grease.
Oh boy there, guys. Some incredible stuff there, guys.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it took so long to cook.
You know, Menthol Gold says it's truly regal. You're eating like kings there.
See, I'm going to take a spoonful of the grease. And drizzle it on top. Give the sweet potatoes. You want all of that?
Nah, I'm alright.
Don't need the grease.
No, I don't need the grease. It's pretty good as it is.
Well, just on the potatoes, because it just moistens them a little bit.
I don't know, it'd be pretty tough there if I died at 27 there, bro, but... Or 28.
Yeah, fuck, I'm almost 28.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
No. Damn, is that ever good?
Is it?
Yeah.
Chicken fusillis are pretty good too.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to dig the chicken fusillis out of the spoon with my tongue. Nice.
Wow. Is it Kino there? I don't know. Can I get a Kino check in the chat there?
Make every try out, but you see, I need my grape juice with that. Get some friggin' grape juice.
I'm gonna watch the rest of the Leo Pirates. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'll have to find something to watch today, so I'll try it here and then call it a night. Just get some of the grape juice in there. Yeah, it looks nice.
Well, you gotta give it your review there.
Okay. So, you know, I was already digging at the chicken fusillis with my tongue and the spoon. I'll give them a knife. Just a formal little bite, you know? Here we get some of the peppers on there. You know, I cook a lot of bacon carbonaras and the volante noodles, whatever those ones are, the tomato volante ones. I don't cook a lot of chicken fusillis. Only once in a while I cook them, but I should cook them more often because they're pretty good. And I drizzled a little bit of grease on the potatoes too, so they're probably really good. Yeah, you know, the potatoes are friggin' unreal.
Yeah, they're really good.
With the grease drizzled on them, especially, they're out of this world. Now maybe I should try a bite of the fusilli, chicken fusilli, with the potatoes.
Is anyone still there in the chat? Does anyone still care?
Well, there's a contrast of flavors with the chicken fusilli and the potatoes. And it couldn't be better. And then we're going to get a nice candied piece of the pork. What piece of the pork should I try? I'll cut this piece right here. Get the pork. Now the pork's got a little bit of fat on the bottom, which I'm not huge about. I like really lean meat, but oh, it's hot too. But you can see from the side angle, it's nice and juicy. It's nice and juicy in the pork. And I think that's because of the water in the oil, but although I'm not 100%.
Henri asks how many months before the guntless wonder surfer has a gunt of his own.
You know, I probably won't get a gun. I've never really had a gun my whole life. I mean, I run on the elliptical most days of the week, you know, and I lift. You know, I eat healthy. I fast on Saturdays. There's probably no gun coming. Sorry to disappoint on that one, but this is probably something you won't see.
Well, what would you rate it out of 10? And then we're going to sunset the stream.
8.5.
Yeah, I gave it a 9 there. Anyway.
It's pretty unreal. But in a perfect world, the pork tenderloin would be 100% lean with no fat, and I'd like that. Now, the fat probably gives it some nice flavor. So it's probably good that it's there, but in a perfect world, you'd have that flavor.
I love the fat there, guys. It's so good.
You know, and that's why I say 8.5. Other than that, it's unreal.
All right. Well, that's going to close out this edition of Cooking with Surfer.
Oh, enjoy the night. Juice. You know, I hope you learned something. Maybe one of these days you'll be cooking some pork tenderloin and some chicken fusillis and sweet potatoes of your own. Juice.